Alright, g'day. I'm hoping that has worked with my bot issues, but not 100% sure. I guess you guys will be able to tell me. Does just some Aussie bot show up in the chat when I put my commands in? If it does, we can proceed with this stream. If it doesn't, but in the meantime, whilst I wait around for that to occur, hello everyone. Hope you're all doing well. David Jacko's here. Good evening, mate. How you going? Dre the Gamer. How are you? Chuck Patterson. G'day. Nice to see you, mate. Brett Plays. G'day. Fantastic stream tonight, Brett. In the arid desert, there was not much you could to make that interesting. Is a fantastic effort when the scenery is water on one side and sand on the other. So brilliant. Yep. Then I'm talking about all my issues with Nightbot still being here, even though it shouldn't be. Dre says congrats on 100 subs. Thank you very much. Gowan says, I had to leave for about an hour. We'll see if I can catch up when I get back. Absolutely, Gowan. You know, we've got a few stops along the way, so feel free to join in whenever you're with us this evening. And, right, they say, everyone says that everything's working. Yes! God, that's a pain in the ass. An absolute pain in the ass to try and get Streamlabs chatbot to play ball. But there we go. Fantastic. Alright. So, this evening, we are going to be going to these various locations. So, the first flight is 104 nautical miles. It's going to be 51 minutes. It's going to be mostly over water. Welcome to the Caribbean. But from there on, we're going to get a chance to test our piloting skills. Maybe not so much with the first one, Princess Juliana. But the last two airports on the stream tonight are going to be St Barths and Saba. Probably two of the most difficult airports to land at in the world. So I'll be very interested to see how everyone goes with that. Tonight's stream should only be about 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours maximum, just because I'm a little bit lacking in sleep and I've got the puppy dog with me over there, so I don't want to keep her up until all hours of the morning as well. So anyway, enough of the jibber jabber. Let's get this aircraft started. Flicking all the buttons as usual. Don't forget the lights. Come on, give me that. And we have action. Tile system test. Okay. Yeah. That was a really poor rendition of that. Now, it's actually quite weird for me tonight because I'm not wearing the headphones, but the music is still playing, so I feel like there's something missing. And I may plug the headphones in at a later point if I'm sort of feeling like what is going on. And get that CDI set up. Give it some. Well, for the first flight, we're going to need probably quite a. You know, we can go a fairly decent altitude to at least take us to Anguilla or Anguilla. I don't know how to pronounce it 100%, but I'm figuring it's probably one of those two. So I'm going to go 7,000. If anybody objects to that, say Mr. Vruden may be flying the H135. Let me know, or forever hold your peace. And Bubba says, at the holding point, runway 10, if you're using live weather. Absolutely, I am using live weather. So, runway 10 is that one over there. Which means that I need to go the long way from where I currently am. Oh. According to my VFR map, Bubba, that's not runway 10 that you're holding at, but that's runway 28. But I don't know. I could be reading my VFR map upside down. Ah, Mr. Vruden, you are here. Sorry, for some reason, if you'd spoken before in the chat, for some reason it hasn't shown up. So that may be because I was dealing with bots conflicting with each other. Alright, let's remove this parking brake and go join Mr. Von Braun. Now, I will try and, at the first stop in here in Anguilla, I will get the Xbox controller out so that I have access to play a bit more fun with the drone. And therefore I should be able to watch everyone's landings at St Barths and Saba, because I'm sure there's going to be some interesting things. David Jacko says, far out already had a CTD. Oh, that's not the kind of news we want to hear from you, Dave. Bruden says, I'm here, the wife was talking. Brett Plays says, I got my snacks ready, Rodeo mix for this flight. Yum. Whoop, now Bubba's coming directly at me. I'm assuming the fact that he's doing that means that that wasn't runway 10. So, going this way. Cool, right? If anyone's, yeah, I was going to say, Kangaroo, we went the wrong way. Bruden says he made a boo-boo. What sort of boo-boo did you make? Dre the Gamer, I ought to go get some breakfast after this. Oh yeah, I was going to say breakfast, but no, you're an American. Cool, never mind. But yeah, how's everyone been? How is everybody? It's been, 36 hours or so since I last streamed for you. I know a lot of you were probably in Shane's stream last night, but I hope everyone's doing well, especially in and around Australia with the current unfolding issues with Gladbag Bin Chicken and her inability to operate her state's COVID outbreak has resulted, unfortunately, in a few other states ending up in some sort of lockdown. So I'm hoping that hasn't happened to you, but if it has, you can always message me in Discord if you need to chat or whatever, or if there's something playing on your mind. I'm always here. Mental health is important, so I just want to make that very clear to everyone globally, but especially the Australians with the current situation. Jeffrey, hello, how you going, mate? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, sir. Will you be joining us for this flight this evening? The last two airports are really going to test people's ability to land any aircraft, honestly. And if anybody knows what it's like to do lockdowns in this country, it's the Victorians. Brett Place says, so far Tasmania the only state clean. Yes, however, amazingly Victoria's gone 2 or 3 days without any community transmission. So, for the state that's usually at the centre of this crap, I'd take that as a serious win. Hello, brakes? Yeah, can I have some working brakes, please? There we go. Dre says, they just lifted all the restrictions in my neighbouring state and in New York. The only place where you need to wear chin diapers is in hospitals and school. That's fair. That's fair. Bruden says, I messed up when I was typing and it didn't go in. Don't worry, I'm sure, Bruden, we've all messed up at one point where we just didn't get it in. Bubba says, we start getting a win at over 7 days. Absolutely, Bubba. But it's just, I guess I'm looking at it as the perspective from the rest of the country is having issues, you know. New South Wales is locked down, Queensland's looking at a lockdown, Northern Territory's locked down, WA is partially locked down, South Australia's got masks and restrictions in. The only state that doesn't have sort of, well, the only states that don't really have I think even the ACT's got some sort of lockdown going. So the only 2 states that don't have these restrictions is Victoria and Tas, which is insane. But anyway, just wanted to put it out there that if anyone's struggling, you know, they're stuck in lockdown, they can chuck me a message and I'm more than happy to chat to them and offer support and just be a general, you know, friend to them and speak from experience. Bubba Von Braun says, tandem takeoff, join up on the right. Yes, absolutely. G'day Sim15, how you going, mate? Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Alright, let's see just how good I am at turning this aircraft and lining up on Bubba's right hand side. Give it a bit of adjustment. I think that's pretty well lined up next to you there, Bubba. Pretty spot on. Alright, now obviously I won't say 3, 2, 1, go, because there's about a 7-second delay between when I speak and YouTube tells you guys that I've spoken, so that won't quite work. So, I'm just going to go for it, and when you see me move, just go for it. That's probably going to end up in a more better tandem display of flight, I guess, is the best way to word it. I should probably look where I'm going. It's a slightly important thing. I should probably also have a little bit of flaps in. And we are off. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, that's pretty cool to see. but I should probably look at where I'm going to, you know, avoid a crash. It's times like this that you need replay mode. It's times like these you need a replay mode. I really got to stop doing the singing because everybody's just going to wear earplugs. Alright. Oh, yep. Take off those. So, Mr. Bruden, I assume you are in the H135? In which case, very nice, sir, very nice. I still, I've downloaded it, and guess what? I still haven't dropped it in my community folder, despite the fact that I promised you I would. So, good to see that, you know, I stick to my word. Brett Plays says, are you taking requests now, are you? Well, I mean, I'll take requests, but there's no promises that they're going to be a good rendition of those requests. I was going to try and get the dog to sit with me for this part of the stream, but she's asleep. Hell take 'em. Yeah, hell take 'em. So as we can see, I've moved the webcam. Now you can see out across my back door, across to the neighbour's house. So say hello to them if you'd like. I mean, they're probably asleep at this time, but anyway. It's purely in preparation because I've ordered myself a green screen. Mr. Zio RG, how are you going, sir? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Hope things are all good in your life. I cannot remember whether or not you have the game, but I'm going to put exclamation flight plan in the chat anyway. And if you do have the game, please feel free to fly along. The last two airports tonight are St Barths and Saba, and it's going to be a good test on people's ability to land an aircraft, except those flying helicopters. Yes, Sim 15. Still got my Star Wars dolls hidden. No, it's just it's the stuff behind there is just unsightly. Firewood, camp chairs, ladders, axes. It's the stuff that you don't really want to have in the background. But yeah, hopefully I should have a green screen delivered sometime either this week or next week. And then I won't have to have that sheet up anymore. Two seconds. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Sorry about that. Just thought I heard my housemate coming into the man cave area, and I was just going to go see everything was all good, but nah, he's not coming in. I must have just been hearing things. When you say you should do that too, Brett, are you talking about getting yourself a green screen? Zio says, nope, I do not, but I hope you're having a great time right now. I'm having a fantastic time, mate. I've got 21 other people in this chat who are absolute legends, who I get to hang out with for the next couple of hours, and we all get to fly planes here across the beautiful Caribbean and then finish up the stream by testing our ability to land those planes. I honestly couldn't ask for much better on a Monday night. Brett says, yes, a green screen. Dick Smith. Brett, $60. Green screen with 3 colours, green, white, black, with a holder. And the green screen is 2 metres tall by 3 metres wide. Hostad says, I just need the stand to hold it up. Check on eBay. They have green screen stands for about $25-30. Brett Plays says, hey, why only 11 likes? Come on everyone, Bryce is awesome. Thank you so much, Brett. You're such a good bloke. David Jacko says, another crash to desktop. I wonder what's going on tonight. Yeah, that's very interesting. I'm assuming you're not flying the DC-6, and I'm assuming that nobody else is flying the DC-6. So that's weird. Rudin says you can always hang the green screen on the wall. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to be removing that. I think you guys can see it just in the edge of the camera. There's like a little tiny wood-fired boiler thing that I've sort of been using to try and heat this room up. It's completely useless. And I'm going to get a gas like patio heater in here as well, because I'm sick of like the amount of layers I have got on tonight because we are in the negatives. Yeah. Zio says, do you stream on Twitch? And if not, why did you choose YouTube instead? Zio, I chose YouTube instead because I already was involved in Shane's community for a period of time, and therefore I knew a few people, and those people were interested in watching a stream. And the reason that caused me to pick YouTube is because with Streamlabs, you can only stream on one platform unless you pay for Streamlabs Prime, which I do plan on doing in the coming weeks, but I figured YouTube was probably a better place for me to start based on those couple of reasons, I guess. However, I will definitely be streaming across multiple platforms sometime mid-July. That will start. Bubba says DC Fix is out. There are other courses for CTD, mostly local. Oh, okay. Well, I haven't bought the DC6 yet, so that just goes to show that I haven't kept up with the news on that one, so fair enough. Sim15 says, if you run a gas heater, don't close the door, you'll gas yourself. Not to worry there, Sim. So when I remove that sheet, there is a window behind that I will keep open, because I will move the camp chairs and the ladder, and I will also have a green screen so that you won't be able to see that stuff anymore, and I'll still have airflow in here without being completely freezing cold from having a back door open when it's like -2. But I appreciate the concern nonetheless, because yeah, of course, there is a real risk of carbon monoxide poisoning if I was to just keep everything locked up. And worst case scenario on that side that you guys can't see is the garage door that I can always open slightly if I need to, without making myself any colder. I'm going to have to put the headset on. It just doesn't feel right to not have the music playing in the background and the aircraft sounds in the background and all that. They don't quite fit properly with the amount of layers I'm wearing this evening. That's quite hilarious. Yeah, around my ears it will be warm with the headset. I can't even get the hoodies on because I've got so many hoodies on under my Sherpa lined stuff. Literally, it is like the Michelin Man here. There's like, I think I'm wearing like 7 layers, 3 pairs of pants, 3 pairs of socks, slippers. Yeah. So Kangaroo is in the southeastern suburbs of Melbourne. So it's not actually that far from me, and it's currently 4 degrees. So it is 1 here. So I was slightly wrong. It is currently +1 or +1 degrees Celsius. Oh, that sun reflection off the water. So nice. Sim15 says, what temp is it, Bryce? The Gold Coast is freezing 12 degrees. Numero uno. With an expected overnight low of -3 or -4. So, summer weather. Brett Plays says 4.4 here feels like -0.1. Yeah, okay, so your feels like, Brett, is probably similar to what it actually is here. Willie V says, hey guys, sorry I'm late to the party. Not a problem at all, Willie. Welcome, good sir. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I hope North Carolina's treating you well. Boba Von Braun says, bracing for Alaska. That's exactly right, mate. I've got me equipment to build the igloo out the back in a few hours. ZRG says it's 14 here, so it's not that bad. Mate, we didn't even hit 14 today as the top temperature. Bubba says, positively tropical. Absolutely, Bubba. Excuse me while I go get me boardies and thongs on. Willie, good morning from New Bern, North Carolina. Good morning, Willie. I hope, because you're in North Carolina, I hope you are smashing that barbecue. Those barbecue meats that the North Carolinians are so good at doing. Try not to make me too jealous though, because I will get jealous. Willie says he'll be at his the house this afternoon to hook up his system. Hell yeah. That's awesome. If you feel like it, feel free to drop some photos in the Discord of the during setup, once it's finished setting up, whatever you'd like. I'm sure some of us would like to see your progress. It's always exciting when you move house and you have to, plan the whole new, I'm going to put this here and that's going to go there and all that sort of stuff. Willie says, good barbecue and found 2 sushi restaurants. So basically, Willie, you don't have to go anywhere. You've got good barbecue and you've got good sushi. I mean, now you just have to find like a good burger, a good Italian, and a good curry place, and maybe like a Southeast Asian noodle shop, and you're never going to have to move away again. Clive, g'day mate, how you going? I hope you're doing well, good sir. Good evening from a dull and humid Surrey. Well, a dull and humid Surrey is better than a Alaskan evening. Brett Place says, what altitude do you say we're going to fly at, Bright? Oh, surprise burps. They're always fun. I am flying at 7,000. Willie V says, I have my mini workstation with me, all AMD. Well, Willie, as everybody's coming to discover in this day and age, all AMD is no longer a weird or a bad thing. It is probably on par or better, depending on what you're using the computer for, which sounds absolutely insane to be saying that. Bubba Von Braun says, damn, Pilot Emily forgot the coffee. Careful, Bubba. Willie's in the chat. He might get excited. Kangaroo says he's at 11,000. Oh, yep, up there. I mean, look, I'm sort of the belief that when we're out here over this part of the these parts of the Caribbean where we've got these slightly longer water crossings, I'd fly at 20,000 if I had an aircraft that was capable. Bubba Von Braun says, she's so excitable. Willie V says, working on footy stuff, also sampled the local brewery. He says, I have been AMD since 1800X. Did you have to mention Emily? Yes, I did have to mention Emily. We always have to mention Emily when you're around, Willie. Brett Place says she got her wings back in today's video. Did she stream today, did she? Or did she make a video about the fact that she's back flying for airline? Chuck says, autopilot has me at 7,500. Is that you, Chuck? AWNFYI or Ornfia or On Fire? we must have a decent headwind because I am way off of the pink line. Or a crosswind. Yeah, 14 knots straight across the front of the plane. Oh, so it's... Okay, so it is pronounced on fire. Okay, fair enough. Brett Place says, part 1 video vlog. Yes, she is flying, but she's co-pilot at the moment. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad she's back flying, because I can imagine that last year was probably quite stressful for pilots. Willie V says, the 1800X still rocks with an EGVA GTX 980 Ti classified. Absolutely. You'd still be able to play most new title games at sort of high, medium, high settings on that, no problem, I would say. I think nobody quite expected AMD's Ryzen, especially Intel, and they didn't take the 1000 series Ryzen seriously, and they sort of just took a little bit of notice of the 2000 series Ryzen, and by the time 3000 series Ryzen came along, Intel was in the shit. Willie V says, all kidding aside, how many followers did she get up to? I'll have to let chat answer that. Bubba says, didn't help that AMD told everyone Threadrippers were not for average folks. Yeah, I guess when AMD Ryzen 1000 series was released, Threadripper wasn't for average folks. But now, average folks can run Threadripper because Threadripper can game. And game competently, like, you know. Not that you would probably put a Threadripper in a gaming, a specific just gaming build. David Jacko says, I love AMD. I don't think I'll go back to Intel anytime soon. Yep, I have to agree with you, David. I very, very nearly built my latest PC with Intel because I had a second desktop for a while alongside my old one that had an i5-4460. It just didn't have a GPU or anything, so it couldn't be used for gaming, but it was fantastic. But I'm so glad I went with Ryzen because just the multitasking abilities. Like I could be streaming this right now and have videos rendering in the background and I wouldn't even know. Willie V says, I was very happy I jumped on board. I still have an Intel rig, a 6850 running. Absolutely. I don't think there's anything wrong with Intel right now. The gap has gone from, Intel here, AMD here to, sort of level pegging. Intel's still slightly better for some gaming. AMD's better at sort of an all-round system if you're not just going to be gaming sort of thing. And I think that's fantastic for the PC industry. That there's some real competition. Brett Place says, I never subbed to her videos came up in feed for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, I think I'm the same, Brett. I never subbed to her. Bubba Von Braun says, 7,300 subscribers for Pilot Emily. Yep. Willie V says, I have an 1800X, 2700X, 3950X, 5800X, and 5950 currently on hand. I will gladly take the 5950 off your hands. Bubba Von Braun says, all depends on your workload. That is exactly right, Bubba. But I mean, Willie, if you're looking to offload any of those CPUs, I'm aware of somebody in Australia who is currently looking for a CPU potentially, who's a member of Shane's channel. Just saying. Willie B says, wow, 7,300. She started at the start of COVID-19, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure when she was laid off from pilot work due to, obviously, a lack of people wanting to travel. Brett Place says, all depends on your chip you use. I still use an i7 7700K. Again, absolutely. Like processors these days and in the last few years, you cannot go wrong. It's almost overkill now. There we go. David Jacko says, I'm looking for one. So now we have two of Shane's members looking for AMD Ryzen processors. So, you know, if you've got some spare ones, Willie, that you're not using, you know, Brett Place says, I only started July 28th, 2020. Yeah, and you've already got 1.7k subscribers or something, so you're flying. Zach's Gaming Lab says, oh dear, I'm late, the tea. It's fine, Zach. I'm sure Vruden picked up the tea. Bubba says, processors, most folks don't use them. It's GPUs and storage where you need the speed. For sure. Absolutely. Zach says, grid is alright, by the way. Oh, that's good, mate. I had a quick look at the Steam sale. I bought American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator because they're on sale for $7 Australian. I was like, damn. Bubba Von Braun says, sorry, Emily's got 132,000 subs and she started last year. Hot damn. $7.3k views on her latest video. Oh, shit, okay. Willie V says, I may have this 2700 off rig soon. I will let you know. My son-in-law is also trying to grab it in my VR headset. Not a problem, Willie. Obviously, prioritize family and, you know, all that first. But just saying, if you do in the future, in the near future, have any spare processors, we now know that there's two of Shane's members who are looking for AMD Ryzen processors. Okay, you'll have to send them across the Pacific Ocean, but it may be worth it. Brett Play says, but I am also not a pretty female gamer pilot. Really? Could have fooled me, mate. Willie says, OMG, 132k. Okay, Willie, back in your pants, mate. Bruden says, fuck's sake, Bruden. Zach says, Brett has a cat. Yes, he does. Willie V says, I love this crew and will help where I can. Absolutely, Willie. I love this crew as well. So, I'm sure everybody loves everybody. Arrgh. I'm surprised my dog hasn't looked at me and gone, what the hell are you doing talking away when there's no one else in the room? Because she tends to sort of give me that, you know, head tilt, like, what is wrong with you? Alright, so we are... How far from Anguilla? We are 41 nautical miles from Anguilla. Brett Place says, why did the man name his dogs Rolex and Timex? Because they were watchdogs. Oh, Brett. Brett, whatever will we do with you? I better throw a dad joke out there for good measure. I'm feeling threatened. Not really. Come on, where's my list? Clive says, I talk to my dog, she understands every word. I'm sure my dog will get to that point, but she's only 16 weeks, so she sort of has that, like, what is wrong with you? Brett Place says, my wife asked her to sync her phone, so I threw it into the ocean. I don't know why she's mad at me. Ha 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 ha. Leonard Rapier, how you going, mate? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope, I don't think South Australia's introduced anything too crazy, have they? But anyway, hope you're doing well, mate. We're 40 nautical miles away from Wallblake Airport in Anguilla, if you'd like to join in at that location. The last two flights today are going to involve landings at St Barths and Saba, so if you like to test your piloting skills, this is the stream for you. Willie V, did I mention she is my co-pilot in the HW135 and she looks great in VR? Yes, Willie, you spent about half an hour in one of Shane's streams last week basically salivating over her. Willie V says, oh, just a puppy. Cool, Bryce. Yeah, just a puppy. Let it rapier. We did. Level 1 restrictions and masks in public transport. Oh, okay. That's not too crazy. Brett Place. I got hit in the head with a can of Diet Coke today. Don't worry, I'm not hurt. It was a soft drink. Oh, boy. Zach says, fish keep their money in a riverbank. Wow. You know what? I just have to say thank you to everyone for teaching me the word plethora. It means a lot. Clive says, I'm at Wallblake now. No worries. And I think I saw... Bruton says the next spot is pronounced Antigua. Are you sure? Because Antigua and Barbuda is further down. But I'm now going to Google that to make sure that I am not insane. Even though I am insane. Yeah, Anguilla. I was saying it relatively correct. Anguilla. Vruden says, man, I need a co-pilot with bigger memory glands. Oh, Vruden. Zach says, Brett is throwing dad jokes after then you can drink your cider. But Zach, I don't have any alcohol. I haven't had alcohol in about a month now. Probably since that first stream that I drank the ciders. Leonard Rapier says, they're being smart about it because we only state without a case, not in Medi Hotel. Yep. Fair enough. Bruden says, you may be right. I may be crazy, but it just may be a lunatic you're looking for. Brett Place says, justice is a dish best served cold. If it was served warm, it would be just water. David says, Vruden, is your chopper loaded with the goods tonight? Yes, Vruden's chopper is loaded with the tea. Clive says, am I at the airport? I can't see your name tag yet, but that's because we're not within 20 nautical miles, so... yeah. Vruden says, every time I look over at her, I reach out and give her a honk honk. I know it's childish, but she seems to like it. Wow. Bubba says, straight in approach for runway 11. Winds are 104 at 15. The QNH is 30.09. Okay. So not much, not many alterations to be made then. Leonard Rapier says, Brett plays, yeah, but you're overseas. Oversea. Just got a moat. Alright, I might come down a little bit in altitude here, do a bit of a stepped descent. Have you got, alongside your moat, have you got a drawbridge and stone fence and guards on the other side there, Brett, or...? Leonard Rabius says, where's the troll under bridge? Didn't see him when I tried to cross the moat. Wow, Brett. A steak pun is a rare medium done well. Rudin says, if you have a moat, I'm pretty sure you need a drawbridge, but I don't know how to draw a bridge. I don't know how to draw anything, really, but... Willie V says, Overkill put up a YouTube video on a big VR update in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we'll be checking it out this afternoon with the Vive Pro 2. let me know how it goes, because VR is something I'll be interested in probably later this year. Yay, I got another head shake. You know they're good, Brett, if I'm head shaking at them, because it usually means they're the kind of dad jokes and puns that I would use. Zach says, cat vibing to free SoundCloud. Your cat's vibing, or a cat is vibing? Yes, I'm sure you will write them down for later. Look, I'll be honest, the steak one I probably will. Just because I can drop it in the kitchen and watch everybody with their audible eye rolls in disgrace. That doesn't really work. I have too many layers on. Sim15 says, hey guys, don't forget to put up the likes for Aussie Gamer. Thank you very much, Sim15. Much appreciate the vibes. The positive vibes. Zach's Gaming Lev says, a cat. A cat. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm having a Shane. The brain is ticking, but nothing is occurring. I'm extremely grateful for the people who come in and make sure that make sure that the likes get hit and all that. Very grateful to that. Who needs Streamlabs anyway when you have Sim15? Thank you very much, Willie. Appreciate the positive vibes there, good sir. Alright, how far out are we here? Oh, we're just fully far out, dude. 12 nautical miles. Rightio. Wesley's hanging off to the side. Oh my god, Big Jack's at the back. What's going on? He keeps getting crashes to desktop. That's what's going on. David says, your sugar daddy would be proud. Yes, Shane would be proud. Brett says, my friends want to become an archaeologist, but I'm trying to put him off. I'm convinced his life will be in ruins. Very nicely done there, Brett. Massive chat delay for Aussie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's, I think YouTube says anywhere between 7 and 12 seconds usually is the chat delay. I could be wrong on that. Brett Place says, I read by law that you must turn on your headlights when it's raining in Sweden. But how am I supposed to know when it's raining in Sweden? I don't even have any words for that one. Wow, just wow. I can Google it. Yeah, I probably should Google it, hey. Instead of just going, I think it's this, or I think it's that. Brett Place says, how is the swim to leaded rapier? Willie V says, you have the internet, right? No, what's that? Sorry, this is a new technology? I mean, it basically may as well not have the internet here in certain parts of Australia. It's, you know, not really worth it. Especially compared to the speeds you were telling me that you'll get in North Carolina. Makes Australian internet just sound like absolute trash. Zach's Gaming Lab says this is a unsponsored reminder that Steam has a massive Steam sale. Yes, that is very true, Zach. They do. And I will be continuing to buy games off there. I've got, I will be buying F1 2020 this week on payday. Not that it's expensive. It's currently like 20 Australian dollars or something. Brett Place says, what's the least spoken language in the world? Sign language. Oh my god. Willie V says, I hear it's the new thing. Okay, cool. So I'm not behind the times then. Fair enough. Alright, come on plane, slow down. I need to put some flappage in. What a lovely little island this is, of Anguilla. Little bit of a crosswind. Wow, as I went over that ridge. Willie says, down is great, my up seems to be the slow. Now, Willie, you'll have to let me know what you consider to be slow and what I consider to be slow, because the maximum possible line speed I can achieve here is 38 megabits per second. 38 Mbps, and the maximum possible up speed I can achieve is 10. And it's not like I live in the middle of nowhere. I am 1 hour from the CBD of Melbourne. Massive Wi-Fi flex. I wouldn't say that the 38 megabit per second line speed is a Wi-Fi flex. Alright, brakes! Wanted to try and make that runway exit. There you go, 116 megabyte line speed for Leaded Rapier, and here's 4 hours out of Adelaide. Yeah, it just goes to show how terrible some of Australia's internet is. Alright, I'm going to quickly grab some beverage and maybe try and get the dog's attention, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, I'm back. Fueled up with the liquid. There is no way I'm getting the dog's attention. She is well and truly out to it. I waved a treat in front of her nose and I didn't even get a reaction. So I'll let her be, I'll let her sleep. Thought she might have been able to make the her internet debut, but that might have to wait for when I have her this time next week. Because she's back up to the farm where the missus lives from tomorrow. Which sucks, because I do like having her around. She's good company. But my work hours at the moment dictate that it's basically, you know, she would be on her own for 15 or 16 hours a day. So, that's not really fair. Sim says, now that Bryce is away, let's play. Shh, he's back. Haha. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to be a long time away. Letter Arabia says, Brett plays, I got the crap modem that came with my provider too, and when I used to have 100, it would hit line speed as well. Willie V, her name is Star. because we sort of picked that because she was sort of the runt of the litter, and she sort of picked us, and she's sort of been our shining star, sort of for the mental health side of things in life. So, yeah. Alright. Let's go. Princess Juliana, TNCM, St Martin, over the beach. This flight, I'm probably only going to fly at like 3,000 feet. Big Jacko taking the lead the way he should. This is how I know everything's going to be just fine for the rest of this stream, is the fact that Big Jack is in the lead. Ah, I just realized I didn't hook up the Xbox controller. Alright, I'll do that at St Martin, because I do want to be able to watch everyone's landings at St Barths and Saba. G'day, going. We just took off from Anguilla. We're heading to St Martin. So St Martin is 9 nautical miles away. So St Martin, I would say, would be a good place. G'day Shane, how you going? Hope you're doing well, mate. Thanks for the quick fire assistance with the Streamlabs bot just before I jumped in. Very, very helpful, sir. Willie says, our dog is Truffles. She's a rescue. It was the name she had and it matched her colour, so we kept it. And she's now 3. David says, hey Bryce, your sugar daddy is here. Yes, he is. Alright, hello? GPS map? There we go, that's better. So, TNCM... I'm probably going to need to disengage the autopilot already. Just the way the flight plan has got us going is very weird. I think we need to go out where Wesley's going. Because everyone, of course, is going to want to fly over Maho Beach here. Flight Simmers says, where did I get all the money to be a sugar daddy? I don't know. From flight simming? And then I don't know if people want... so as I said, I'll set up the Xbox controller for the drone here at TNCM. And then if people want, I'm happy to land first at St Barths and Saba, and then come along and see your guys' landing attempts if you'd like. Sims15 says, Shane, it's just because you're sweet. Yeah, very true. He's a very sweet man, is Mr. Shane Oz Flight Simmer. Brett Place says, OMG, it's cold outside. Yes. Very. Every time you say Wesley, I'm thinking it's me. Oh, yeah, of course. That makes sense. Now I understand your Gmail that you gave me for the Singapore city. Speaking of which, how is it? Because I don't even have it. I just heard really good things about it. Osflight Center says, bread, of course it is, you live in the Antarctic. You say that, Shane, but it's meant to be like -3 or -4 here tonight. So I think I also live in the Antarctic, I guess. "5 degrees? Oh, it's a heat wave, Brett. What's wrong with you?" So, Little Rapier, if you're 4 hours from Adelaide, you must either be close to the Victorian border or close to the Nullarbor, I would assume. Not that I'm trying to stalk you or anything, I'm just thinking about what you said before and going, wow, that's a decent hike from Adelaide. I expect everyone to be very, very low over Maho Beach here in these little GA aircraft. Let's give those beachgoers the what they came to see. Nice low aircraft. Led Rapier says, closer to Nullarbor, used to work there. Yeah, cool. That's awesome, mate. I absolutely love South Australia. And I think Adelaide is probably Australia's most underrated city. That's my personal opinion. And I am highly considering possibly moving there. Just because the house prices are so much more suited to somebody of my age and my other half's age. We can actually get something there that's not 2 hours from the city. Congratulations, Wesley. Well done, 100 hours. That's a pretty decent achievement. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. Willie V says, damn, it's 27 here and humidity is high. We'll be hitting 32 this afternoon. Speaking of crazy temperatures, I don't know if there's any Canadians in this stream chat, but those of you who are in the Pacific Northwest USA and British Columbia, Canada, I feel so sorry for you guys this week. The fact that you're going to be seeing temperatures of nearly 120 Fahrenheit or 50 degrees Celsius is insane. Especially when it's occurring in places like Kamloops, which is like snowfields in winter. Sim15 says, Bryce, may I ask what you do for a job? I am a chef currently, but this chef is studying real estate. So it kind of leaves me in a very flexible position to move around the country and the world and never have a problem getting employment. Alright, let's pull that up. Kangaroo and Vruden still for landing. That's good. That gives me time to practice with the drone, because I haven't used the drone with the Xbox controller in a long time. There we go. Led Rapier says Shane's Airbus pilot. No, Shane's worst nightmare for landing challenges. Drew says, what is your signature dish? Look, I grew up in an Italian family, so I can do absolutely insane pasta, risotto, pizzas. I also have dabbled a lot in smoked meats and burgers and stuff like that. My signature dish, though, is a chili crab bisque with crab wontons. It's not something I make very often, though, because it requires about 6 or 7 blue swimmer crabs, so that's like $50 just there. Gowan says, I wish you could see the halos without downloading the aircraft. Well, actually, without downloading the aircraft. Yeah, I don't know. Clive says, I've just ordered some ostrich steaks from my butcher. Really? That's cool. Beautiful landing there, Kangaroo. Fantastic. And Vruden is down, I believe, as well. So just get a shot from up here, and then maybe I'll do one from the other side as well with the famous Maho Beach. There we go. Awesome. Alright. Let's make a lot of noise whilst I'm moving stuff around on my desk right near the microphone. That's the first thing I'll do. And the second thing I'll do is get back in the cockpit. And let's go to St Barths. So if people would like, as I said previously, I'm more than happy to be the first one to land at St Barths, and then I can get everyone's landings. The only thing I will request, though, if we do that, is that you don't land over the beach. You do the proper St Barths approach, down in, nose down over the hill. No worries, Sugar Daddy. Enjoy your night. Look after yourself, Shane. Thanks for coming along, and thanks for the help with the bot before the stream. Appreciate it, mate. I might do a spontaneous stream tomorrow night in American Truck Sim. So maybe, I don't know, might see you in that, or otherwise I'll see you on Wednesday night when I get home from work in your stream. Oh yeah, absolutely, Bubba. You know, like if the wind is really screwed up and it's a massive tailwind for us to come in over the mountain, sure. But if it's not, like if it's just a small tailwind or whatever, and people want to test their pilot skills and show them off on the stream, I'll be at that end of the runway recording. Ten is the likely active, so I'm pretty sure 10 is the one that you go over the mountains. So there we go. Willie says both of those helicopters are great in VR as well. It's another reason why I want to get VR sometime later this year. Yeah, so the over the mountain approach is the active. Sweet. Awesome. I hope people have got their piloting shoes on. Leonard Rapier says, move to SA and fish your blue swimmers. Yeah. Absolutely. And the other half's aunt and uncle live in SA, in Adelaide, in near the airport. So, wouldn't even be all on our own over there. We'd still have family members. So, 12 nautical miles over to St Barths here. At least from my location, it looks like Big Jack and Brett are a little bit closer than that. Brett, you're more than welcome to tell dad jokes whenever you want. Bubba says, nice, you have to drop 150 feet quickly. Yep. So basically come in right on stall speed and then nose down. At least that's what I'm going to attempt to do. Brett Plays says, you know, people say they pick their nose, but I feel like I was just born with mine. Bloody hell. Minimum safe altitude is 157 feet. Okay, cool. Chuck Patterson says, hear about the dad with 5 penises. His pants fit like a glove. Wow. Willie says, I see, said the blind man. A lot of hand flying in this stream, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. I quite enjoy it. Oh, Willie Canuck, how you going, good sir? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming along, mate. Hope you've had a, hope things are good, hope you're well. Hope the radio show's doing well too. Willie says, all is well, my friend. Nice to see your progress in real time today. Thank you very much, Willie. Much appreciated. I owe many things to many people for my progress. I owe Brett, I owe Shane, I owe Shoney from Twitch. And I just owe all these people in general for hanging around and being a bunch of absolute legends. No worries, Bubba. Hopefully I don't screw it up too bad. It's a very difficult one to land because you can't actually see the runway. You just have a general idea of where you need to be going. Willie says, a humble Australian, now I've seen everything. Here we go. This is the first time I've ever landed at St Barths in this simulator. The perfect time to do it is on a stream with 23 other people watching. Oh boy. Well, he's down. The question is he going to stop? And the answer is yes. No problem. It's a little bit jerky on the stick there, but we good. We good. We've stopped it. We're safe. We're down. Alright, where's the Xbox controller? Why is my drone all lopsided? Oh, well, Clive has just stacked it into the mountain. Still don't... Ah, there we go. That's better. That button wasn't working. It's all good. We've sorted it now. So far, just myself and Chuck Patterson have got down successfully. Yeah, no, I was pressing the bumpers, but for some reason it wasn't working until I played with the settings. I don't know why. But it's working now. Here comes going. It's looking good. Looking good. He's down. May have been a little bit rough, but he's down. Alright, who's next? A lot of people. Yes, it'll buff out Clive, don't worry. Vruden's coming in the helicopter. Or is he in the helicopter or not? Is he going to stop? Yes, he's stopped it. Vruden has stopped it. So far, everybody's managed to get in, except for Clive. Seems like Big Jack is next. He's quite high. Oh no, he's not quite next. I think Wesley's gonna... Wesley's just clipping the trees on the way through. And Leaded Rapier and Wesley at the same time. Leaded Rapier, wow, that was a rough landing, mate. I don't think the plane survived that. Wow, David Well. Kangaroo is down. Is he going to stop the TBM in time? It's a short runway. He's all over the shot, but he's managed to keep it on so far. Oh, is it going to be an overrun? Is it going to be an overrun? So we've now had Clive and David Jacko and Leaded Rapier all crash on landing. Yes, Brett in the 208 has got some serious kahunas, the fact that he's going to even attempt that. Bubba's coming in quite high. But he's coming in very slow, so it's not necessarily a bad process that he's got going. Bubba's touching down quite long, but he's in the DA40 and he came in quite slow. So that's going to play to his advantage. Can he do it? Can he do it? Not quite. He's just excursioned slightly onto the beach, but he's avoided the water. Oh, absolutely. If people would like to have another chance at landing, those who crashed, please do. There is no like, it's not a bad thing that you're not necessarily landing perfectly at this airport. This is extremely difficult. I got lucky. I nearly stalled it coming over that last little bit. I went nose down too far and I didn't have enough speed and then pulled back too quickly. So it could have ended in tears for me too. Brett, slightly rough landing, but he's got it down. Oh, Brett. I think Brett goes almost to the front of the pack there with that landing. You can forgive the ever so slightly rough touchdown Alright, the question is, who's going again? Bubba's up. I don't see Mr. Jacko on the ground, so I'm assuming he's having another shot. I'm pretty sure Clive's having another shot. I saw him out in the distance there. Leaded Rapier's having another go. Fantastic. I'm glad all of you are having another shot. That's really good. Kangaroo use slew mode. Mr. Jacko is through the trees. But a much better... Keep it on the runway. Keep it on the runway. Yeah, very good, David. Except for the slight ingestion of tree branches into the engine. Much better. Very good. Vruden. Yes, I do remember the video of the King Air that went into the water that should have gone around. We can't really blame David for ingesting trees into the motor anyway, because I guarantee you the trees there are probably too tall. So I won't hold that one against him. Thought you'll bring a memory with you. Oh, Bubba, who already had a fantastic landing the first time round, he's coming in again. At the moment, it looks like he's going to go top of the class. Slightly rough, but I mean, you don't care at this airport that the landings are slightly rough. As long as you're not smashing the landing gear, you're all good. Damn, Bubba. Pretty sure Bubba now goes probably best landing here. I'll be the first one to say, although mine was relatively soft, other than the jerky pullback on the trigger, I was very far down the runway, so straight away, many points removed for that. Leaded Rapier's having another shot. He's quite high. It's almost like he's got into Vruden's stash. Yeah, Bubba, absolutely awesome landing there, mate. Looking much better so far for Leaded Rapier. He's gonna be a bit long, but that doesn't necessarily matter. As long as he can pull it to a stop. Which he can. That's all you need to do. Well done, sir. Redeemed yourself on that one. Yeah, just to add to the extremities of this airport, we will take off going up over the hill if people would like to. I think that's the wind direction anyway, isn't it? Could be wrong. No, it's not. Nicely done again, Brett. 2 from 2. Will McAllister, thank you very much for subscribing, good sir. Absolute legend. Welcome to the stream. If people would be interested, I would be more than happy to do some landing challenge streams sometime where we all, and I'll put a landing challenge suggestions in the Discord, and basically people can suggest really difficult airports and we'll all come along and we'll just literally do this, have everybody attempt to land at these crazy airports. Did you stall, Bubba? I feel like Bubba just stalled. Kangaroo's coming in again. This time, hopefully, the thrust reverser works for him, because otherwise his landing previously was absolutely fantastic. Oh, he's off the runway. It's a runway incursion, or excursion, should I say. David Jacko, well done, sir. Compare that to your first landing, your third landing. Talk about him most improved. Clive Hawker's off the runway. But at least he hasn't crashed on approach this time. Everybody's making improvements, and that's the most, that's all you can ever ask. When people have had enough of approaching St Barths, let me know in the chat and we can go to Saba where we can all fail again. Because I think anyone who's got anything more than a single engine GA going into Saba is going to struggle, because there's like 400 meters of runway there. And sheer cliffs on both sides. Beautifully done there, Wesley. Sensational landing. In a DA62 as well. Good effort, good sir. David says I should have another go. I mean, if you want to see me have another go, I'll have another go. I could improve, certainly, on that landing. No worries, Willie. Look after yourself, mate. Enjoy it. Enjoy, and we might see you later on. Otherwise, we'll see you on Shane's stream on Wednesday. Clive's passengers want a refund. Yep, I can. Just playing chicken with everyone here. I am so screwed. That's what I get for trying to take off on that runway. I'll come back down the hill and take off the way that I meant to take off. Alright, I'll come round and give this one more shot and then we'll head off to Saba. Yeah, Willie, the IKO is TFFJ. St Barths. The people on this cruise liner are probably enjoying the show. Alright, so all I have to do this time is not stall it. That is the aim. Yeah, I'd be glad that you caught that one too, Willie. Oh, I just saw your comment then, Will. Sorry. You're welcome. I was already subscribed with my Flight Sim account, just subscribing on my Wayne one to make sure I didn't miss any streams. Awesome. Cheers, dude. Much appreciated. Mr. Willie Canuck, are you coming in, are you? Are you going to make a landing attempt here at St Barths? Join in with the rest of us. Times like these, I wish I had a head tracker or VR, so every time I looked that way, I could get a better idea of where I'm at. No worries, Willie. I'm just coming around and having another shot at landing here at St Barths because my first landing was only okay. Just be aware, Willie, the last leg is only St Barths to Saba. It's not a very long leg, but there will probably be a suite of people wanting to attempt to land at Saba because of just how crazy difficult that airport is to land at too. These mountains make it so difficult. Because you just can't see anything. Gonna go long again here. Luckily the brakes in this thing are good. Not really that much different to my first landing. I was just a little bit less stick happy on the pullback. Yeah, I think I did actually kiss the ground for about half a second there. Alright, I'm going to taxi back up to the start of the runway, and then let's head over to Saba. Yoanko e Yerasquin, or whatever it is. Probably butchered this pronunciation of that. Yeah, I know, Clive, technically too low, but I'm not really taking any notice of the trees there at the top of that hill, because like most trees in Flight Sim, they're at like 200 and something feet. Which isn't realistic. Yeah, I pulled back too hard. Alright. Those of you who want to take off and give yourself a real challenge on 2.8, go. And then us here who are sitting on runway 10 can go afterwards if you want. Oh, Bubba's cleared it. Oh, I hope you saved that, Bubba. Anyone else? Oh, Bubba has saved it. Anyone else going to take off on 2.8 and try and get over the other than Leaded Rapier and Bubba? It's definitely the more challenging way to do it. Oh, Big Jacko, here he goes. He's gonna use it as a ramp. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant there, David. Fantastic idea. Oh, Bubba's doing low passes now in a DA40. Bruden says, I just did it in a 172. It was sketchy. Yeah, I saw, Brett. You used half the runway. That was insane. I don't know how you managed to do that in the caravan. You've obviously got sweet F-all fuel on board. I love your ramp idea there, David. Well, that's a hell of an effort then, Brett. Well done. To use half of that runway. So, 27 nautical miles to Saba. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, it clearly works, Brett, so there you go. feel like I'm on in a nightclub at the moment with this music. It's just like... Yeah, I don't know who designed that runway. I think a few people were commenting about it before, but they were obviously drunk at the time. Oh yeah, Brett, I forgot about the fact that, yeah, you did Hobart to Heathrow in a caravan, of course. Yeah, that helps. You know that plane inside out. Right, I've just added the landing challenge stream requests in the Discord. Just drop the link in the Discord for anyone who's not joined. Feel free to throw in any landing challenges in there. Just be aware, if you put them in there, chances are they will be featured in a stream, and you will have to also do your landing challenge, so don't be too crazy. Alright, let's have a look at GPS tracking. So, Saba, pretty sure we come in on... I can't quite read what runway that is. Bubba will probably be able to give us all the information about the active runway at Saba. Runway 12, wind 104 at 15. There we go. Leonard Rapier says, need the strobe light and a bit of Skrillex. Yes, very true. 17 knot crosswind at the moment. Oh, good. So we've got 400 metres of runway, sheer cliff faces with water on both sides, and a 17 knot crosswind. Potentially. Fantastic. Alright, let's figure out which way I am. Okay. I didn't even know you could come in on runway 12 at Saba, but there you go. Fair enough, that's good. Slightly... I think it's actually the slightly harder end. Because there's jagged rock edges just before the runway touchdown zone. "10 nautical miles. Fantastic. Leonard Rapier says, "Ah, shit, yeah, I just flew over. Have fun with it. It's about as easy as a hooker before payday." Yeah. It's, you know, you don't have to nose down to the runway, but you've got to get it down because you literally have no time to stop. It shouldn't be so difficult for those of us in DA40s and Cessnas, but those who are in twin engines and caravans and TBMs, it could be really, really difficult. Famous last words, you watch me now run off the end at a DA40. Alright. I think we can safely disengage the autopilot. That's what she said. I can't, in fact, I can't remember what I said fully, so you'll have to remind me, Soz. Also, I'm pretty sure Leonard Rapier's comment didn't show up in YouTube chat because he put the S word in there. That's ridiculous. Bloody YouTube. Or it could also be because he put hooker. Oh, get it down. Usually I would have thought she would say get it up, but anyway. Jeez, Brett's flying low over the water there. Wesley's obviously managed to get it down. probably the busiest Saba has ever been right now in a few minutes. Alright, gonna go sterile cockpit now because this is difficult. Oh, little bit of a rough landing, but I just wanted to get it down because it's really hard to... Oh, I had to break the hell out of that, and that was only a DA40. Good luck, everyone else, if you're not flying something of a similar size. Alright, let's get that drone out. The hell? Hello? Why am I so far away? What the? There we go. Why is my plane jumping around? All right. I am split between runway and parking. Okay, that's definitely not how I parked. That's very interesting. Beautifully done, David. Wow. Now you just got to stop it. Bit bunny hoppy there on fire, but you're probably going to get it stopped, so that's all that really matters. Oh, Mr. Willie Canuck. He's down. Whoop. Very nice, Willie. Very nice. Gowan and Bubba are in as well. Wesley's coming in as well. Might be... Oh, brilliant. I was going to say it might be hard to stop the DA62, but no. Wonderful. Jeez, everyone's absolutely nailing the landings here. Bruden says, yeah, just park right in the middle of the only runway exit. Absolutely. This is a dictatorship, not a democracy. Oh, Leaded Rapier's had a bit of a crash. So is Calling Pigeon, it appears. Gowan bounced bad, but luckily, Gowan, I didn't see it because I was too busy watching Willie land. Brett's down. Captain Kangaroo, but he's going to get the caravan stopped, it seems. Maybe. Yes, he is. Very nice. Very nice. You know it's cold when I can see my breath when I'm talking. That would be because it's -1. Oh, Mr. Big Jack, he's down. Wonderfully done, Mr. Jacko. So we have Mr. Kangaroo and we have Mr. Clive Hawker. Willie Canuck says it's definitely a full attention landing. Absolutely. That's why I named the stream Test Your Pilot Skills. I'm actually surprised I managed to land them both without crashing. Hello, Mr. Zach's Gaming Lab. Welcome back. We're now moved on to Saba. People are landing at Saba. Oh, Mr. Kangaroo's down in the TBM. And if the reverse thrust works, which it has, fantastic. Talk about a short field landing. Mr. Clive Hawker is down. And he's down safely and he's stopped. So I think all we have is Mr. Leaded Rapier and Mr. Wesley Falk. And Brett's off again. Oh, is Brett actually off? Oh, that was hair raising there, Brett. Yeah, I must say that was an absolutely spectacular landing in a TBM at Saba. That is not the kind of aircraft you would fly here. Mr. Wesley is down, the DA62. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Mr. Calling Pigeon, I know you had a bit of a rough landing. You're more than welcome to go around again if you'd like. I'm sure a few people are going to want to attempt this landing a few times, so there's going to be a bit of free time. Gowan says, how many people need to change their brakes after this one? After this and St Barths, I think every single aircraft here is going to need a major overhaul service on the brakes. Just so I know, in chat, who is calling Pigeon 2? Because I haven't put a name to the viewer yet. No worries, Bubba. Catch you later, mate. Have a good one. Look after yourself. And I will likely see you in Shane's Wednesday evening stream. Unless anyone feels like popping into a bit of a random ATS stream that I might do tomorrow. Have a good one, legend. Brett's just showing off now with his Cessna Caravan skills. Oh, beautiful, Chuck. Absolutely beautiful. Fantastic, sir. Mr. Leonard Rapier, he's coming in, the King Air. Fantastic. Ooh, it's a little bit bouncy, rough, and all over the place, but he's managed to stop it. We haven't had a crash. David says, I think we should change the weather up a bit. David, you are more than welcome to do that. Just, everyone let me know what they're thinking and I will... Maybe let's do, snow or a storm. Is that a bit too extreme for this airport? I don't have any Weather Presets Pro or anything yet. I probably should. Storm it is. So, anyone who would like to participate, and you don't have to, you can set to the Microsoft Flight Simulator default storm weather setting. If you would like to challenge yourselves a bit more. Gowan says, it's so hot here. Dog is bugging me to go swimming. We'll have to go soon. No worries, Gowan. I'm probably only going to be here for another 10 or so minutes. Because this was the last leg of the stream. It's just a lot of fun to play at these landing challenge airports. Clive says, my scenery has problems. I am stuck in a ditch on a flat turnoff. No flying for the next 2 weeks. Oh, damn. That's a shame, Clive. You've had a few issues ever since the Captain Sim 777, I think, haven't you? There goes Kangaroo and Wesley Falk. Oh, Kangaroo's in the drink. Big Jack in a steep turn. He's quite high. He's nosediving. No worries, Clive. Thank you very much for coming along, mate. Much appreciated. Oh, David, he's doing a low pass in a 172. Or I think it's a 172. Hopefully you can get your sim sorted out there, Clive, with whatever the issues are. If you've got any questions or whatever, mate, chuck me a message in the Discord. I'll do my best to help you out. I don't know if I can solve your problem, but... Fruden's coming in. It's looking really, really sublime. Ah. Pure extra virgin olive oil on the touchdown. Fantastic effort there, Vruden, sir. If you're currently baked and you just landed like that, you need to be baked more often. Mr. Wesley in the DA62, he's absolutely nailed every landing so far. What's he like in a storm? Ah, more extra virgin olive oil. Fantastic. David says, Storm, I can't see anything. Coming in hot. David's coming in very hot. He's doing a skid. And he's off the end. See you later. Oh, so you're strunk. Oh, Brett. Sensational. I don't know if you'll stop that in time. Nah. But that was a fantastic, fantastically smooth touchdown for a Storm. Yeah, that was an absolutely fantastic landing, Bruden, for somebody who's strunk. Oh, Mr. Jacko. Here to redeem himself. He's down. Will he stop in time? Whoa. Talk about making it by the skin of your teeth. Chuck Patterson says, epic flight, Bryce. Well done, mate. Thanks. Thank you, Chuck, for coming along. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I enjoyed having you along too. Look after yourself, mate, and I'll catch you in the next stream. Clive says, it's been going on. Now is the time to wipe the lot off my computer and Sims and start again as from Thursday. No worries, Clive. Hopefully that fixes your problem, mate. Kangaroo's coming in. He's overflying. Willie Canuck says, and I'm flying off into the sunset. Gotta run, take care. Thanks very much, Willie. Appreciate you dropping by. Can't wait for the 10th of July, mate. Counting down the days. Look after yourself, and I'll hopefully see you soon. David, I'll be honest with you. I'm probably going to give Kangaroo and Brett one more shot, and then I'm probably going to end the stream because it is going on 1 AM. I think the doggo's woken up, so let's I'll turn the microphone off for a sec and all right. She's come for the last bit of the stream. Oh my god, Brett's coming in an A320. I think she's a bit tired because she's yawning at me. Alright, I'll put you down. You seem to be like, what are you doing, Dad? There you go. I have no idea how Brett just stopped that. Bloody insanity. Alright. Mr. Brett is down. I'm pretty sure Mr... Yeah, everyone else is down. Alright, well, that brings us to the end of that stream. The next stream will be Friday night at about 11:15 GMT plus 10. The usual Friday night stream time. There may be a spontaneous American Truck Simulator stream tomorrow night. And sometime during the week as well, I may do a slightly earlier starting landing challenges stream, possibly. Or I may save that for next week. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, thank you very much, Legends, for all coming along. I hope you enjoyed that stream as much as I did. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I loved watching all of you attempt the landings at St Barths and Saba. Anyway, until tomorrow night or Friday, I bid you all adieu. Look after yourselves, stay safe, and yeah,